Welcome back. So this is the second video in the Vibecontrols series, and let's quickly have a look at how automation AI can be used with respect to the work we want to do. So let's first focus on AI and see how Vibecontrols can use AI tools to make your workflow better. So now that I have an agent installed already in a development VM as per the previous video, I go and click on AI, and now I get to see all these providers. So the main thing which Vibecontrols allow you to do is it acts like a AI harness orchestrator. So this is important because Vibecontrols do not replace any of your AI agents or workflows or tools which you already have. It doesn't replace Cloud Code, Open Code, Codex or whatever else you are using. It rather works on top of those layers. So you, for example, you may work on Cloud Code and suddenly you may want to switch to Codex, suddenly you may want to switch to Open Code, whatever it is that you want to do, you will be able to do that as this acts as a layer on top. And one more important thing is this doesn't work from our backends. All the calls happening to the AI model is happening from your server using your own tool. So just to give a context, so this is my server where my agent is installed. So if you see vibe status, you can see my agent is running. So now if I do Claude here, you see there is Claude code installed in my development VM. Now if I install the Claude Vibe plugin here, you will see what will happen, something interesting. So it will open up a new session. So let me close this. So it will allow me to open a new session. So I click on create a new session here, and I have started on Claude because I have installed the Claude plugin. I have two modes to choose from. I have SDK and CLI mode, which means I can talk to the Cloud code installed in my server via the Cloud Code CLI, or I can use the Cloud Code's agent SDK to talk to Cloud Code. So now I'm just going to use for the CLI mode to get started. I am just going to ask, hi, what can you do? And behind the scenes it's talking to Cloud Code, and yes, it gave me the response accordingly. So this is what is coming from the Cloud Code running in my server. So similarly, I can open up I can have a conversation. I can select any different model as well. Like I have all these models which I can choose from, and so on. And in the right hand side, I see a side panel. So where you can see the logs, the statistics of how much tokens were used, the configuration which I can do, the various tools which are available, and so on and so forth. So I click on new session again. Now I say I want to talk to Claude SDK. So I select the SDK mode and I say create. Now this time what happens is it doesn't talk to Claude Code via CLI. Rather, if I say hi, it's going to ask me for the Anthropic API key or the Anthropic auth token. I have to give one of these to talk to the Anthropic API via the SDK. So it uses the agent Cloud Code agent SDK behind the scenes to get this done. So once I provide the API key, I can continue my conversation with the AI application. I can do whatever I want. So, and of course, there are multiple other things you can do, like you can do voice to text. You can set the number of conversations you want to carry as part of the context when you switch between harnesses and so on and so forth. So you can even share, type a message and try to schedule a message, schedule send. So all those are available, apart from which you can actually search, filter, conversations by time. You can group conversations by categories, and you can bookmark conversations as well. You bookmark it, and then I can go and see all the bookmarked conversations in the bookmark page. So this is so that I can jump quickly between conversations. So this is what you can see for now. in A. So of course I can export the conversation, and I can also use all the keyboard shortcuts which I want to make the entire experience powerful. On top of this, I also have a plan mode, so which uses the Planotator open source project behind the scenes. It's the Planotator Vibe plugin. So once I install the Planotator Vibe plugin, so right now it's not configured, but it will allow me to plan with Planotator as well. So this is about AI. So which means that you are basically going to be able to talk to any of these providers. Like for example, if I click on manage AI providers, you will see all other AI providers I can use. So you see Codex, Cursor, Open Code, all these are providers you can talk to. So and it runs as I mentioned in the target agent. So once you get a grip of this, there are few important things which are available in the bottom. So this is template. Now template, you can create your prompts as templates, and you can have variables in it. You can save it for reuse wherever you want. You can keep and save all your context of all the documentation or anything else you want to keep as context. You can save all your past prompts as context, and you can even send it to a session so which is already running, so that you can execute. So you can actually run tasks. I mean, you can set up tasks, and you can manage your Kanban board and organize your vibe coding or so agentic engineering workflows, so that you will know what prompt is in progress, which prompt is done, and so on and so forth. So and then of course you'll be able to see the various basic statistics like output token, input token, which model was used, and so on. And you have the playground as well, where you can actually test various calls to the model or the provider behind the scenes by choosing various APIs to call and testing the SDK mode or CLI mode via the agent. So all these are various features, and of course you have the ability to configure various keys for various providers and so on. And if you click on this expand option, you will see in the new window all the options which are available. The same thing, you can maintain your instruction file. Like for example, I want to maintain an agents.md or claude.md, whatever it is that I want to maintain. I can maintain any instruction file for my agent to be actually using, and I want to be able to share it with others. So this covers what I can do with AI with respect to Vibecontrols. So you can do a lot more if you actually combine this with other existing workflows. So before we see the other workflows, this should get you started, and we'll see the same about automation, specifically actions, decks, scheduler, etc. in the next video. Until then, bye.